Good morning. Welcome to the class on half adder, full adder, and controlled inverter. These are basic arithmetic building blocks in a computer or in any computing device. First, we shall see the function of a half adder. The half adder is used to add two binary bits A and B. This is the block diagram of a half adder. It has two inputs A and B, and the outputs are sum and carry. This is the truth table for half adder. When the input variables A and B are 0, 0, the sum is 0 plus 0 and the carry is 0. When A is 0 and B is 1, the sum is 0 plus 1, which is 1, and the carry is 0. When A is 1 and B is 0, the sum is 1 plus 0, which is equal to 1, and the carry is 0. When A is 1 and B is 1, the sum is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 0, with the carry 1. So here we get the truth table for half adder with the two outputs sum and carry. Now when you see the truth table for the sum corresponds to the truth table of an exclusive OR gate. So the sum is represented as A exclusive OR B. When you see the truth table for carry, it resembles the truth table for an AND gate. So the carry is represented as A dot B. In the next slide, you can see the circuit diagram of the half adder. The AND gate is given the input A and B. The output of the AND gate is carry, which is equal to A dot B. The same two inputs are given to the exclusive OR gate, and the output of the exclusive OR gate is sum, which is A exclusive OR B, which can also be represented as A bar B plus A B bar. This half adder adds 2 bits. Now come to the problem of adding two numbers, 5-bit numbers A and B. So the number A is given as 11101 and the number B is given as 11011. Now when you want to add these two numbers A and B, both the numbers are 5-bit numbers, you have to start from the lowest significant bit. So when you start adding the lowest significant bit, you are adding 2 bits. 1 plus 1, the sum is 0, and you take a carry 1 to the next significant bit, the second significant bit. So here you have 3 bits, 1 plus 0 plus 1, the sum is 0, it takes a carry 1 to the third significant bit. So in the third significant bit, we are adding 3 bits, 1 plus 1 plus 0, the sum is 0, and take a carry 1 to the fourth significant bit. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, and the carry is 1, which is taken to the fifth significant bit. 1 plus 1 plus 1 in the fifth significant bit is 1, with the carry 1 in the sixth significant bit. So when we perform addition, in the lowest significant bit, we are adding only 2 bits. So it is enough if we use a half adder to add these 2 bits. When you go to the higher order bits, you are adding 3 bits at a time. So we cannot use a half adder to add these 3 bits. Instead, we use a full adder to add these 3 bits. So full adder is an arithmetic circuit which can add 3 bits. This is the block diagram of a full adder. It has 3 inputs A, B, C in. It is C in because it is carry from the previous addition. The outputs are C output and sum. When you see the truth table, you have 3 input variables A, B and C in. So there are 8 possible cases. 0, 0, 0, the sum is 0, and the carry is 0. Then the next case is A0, B0, C is 1. So 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. Next 0 plus 1 plus 0, the sum is 1, carry is 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1, sum is 0, carry is 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0, sum is 1 and carry is 0. 1 plus 0 plus 1, sum is 0 and carry is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0, sum is 0 and carry is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, sum is 0 and carry is also 1. Now we have to write the equation for sum and carry. If you see the output of sum, the output sum is high whenever you have odd number of input variables having 1. So you see the second state, C is 1, other two inputs are 0, sum is 1. So you have C input as 1, odd number of 1 in the input variables. Similarly, in the next case 0, 1, 0, you have odd number of 1, the output is high, sum is high. Similarly, 1, 0, 0, the sum is 1. You have odd number of 1 in the input variable. Then the last one, you have 3 ones, odd number of ones, the sum is 1. So you can easily draw the circuit for sum. The sum output is 1 when you have odd number of ones in the input. So it is a special case of an exclusive OR gate. So sum is A exclusive OR B exclusive OR C. So now you know the circuit for sum. Then we have to write the circuit for carry. In order to find the circuit for carry, you can use sum of products method to write the products for which the carry is 1. So there are 4 possible cases. This is first case, second case, third case and fourth case. For these 4 cases, you have to write the products and you have to find the sum. So for the first case, let me write the product here. The product is A bar BC. Then you have to sum this with the next product. The next product is A B bar C. Then the next one is AB C bar. And the last one is ABC. Now you have to use Boolean algebra to reduce this equation. So if you combine the third term and the fourth term, it will be AB into C plus C bar. C plus C bar is 1, so you have AB. So in the carry equation, the first term AB is due to the addition of the third term and the fourth term. Using Boolean algebra, it reduces to AB. Then you combine the second term with the fourth term, you will be getting AC into B plus B bar, which is simply AC. Then combine the first term with the fourth term, you will be getting BC into A plus A bar, which is simply BC. So carry is equal to AB plus BC plus AC. So it is required to use 2 input AND gates, 3 AND gates, and you have to use 1 3 input OR gate to design the circuit for carry. So in the next slide, I have given the circuit diagram for full adder. The first AND gate adds B and C. So the first AND gate output is BC. The second AND gate adds A and C. So the second AND gate output is AC. The third AND gate output is AB. So the output of this OR gate is nothing but BC plus AC plus AB. So this is nothing but the carry. So carry is obtained by using 3 AND gates and 1 OR gate. Then ABC is given to the exclusive OR gate to get the sum. So carry is equal to AB plus BC plus AC, and sum is equal to A exclusive OR B exclusive OR C. We have obtained the circuit for full adder. So we have designed half adder and full adder. So you can add 2 bits or 3 bits. Suppose if you want to perform subtraction, then you have to find negative of a number. Suppose if you add 3 plus minus 4, you are adding 3 with minus 4. So you must add a negative number with the positive number. Suppose if you are performing a subtraction, say 4 minus 3, this subtraction problem can be converted into addition problem as 4 plus minus 3. So, whatever be the situation, addition or subtraction, if you happen to come across a negative number, then it is required to find the binary equivalent for negative number and the circuit for performing this negative operation. So, in order to do that, we use the circuit controlled inverter. Inverter means finding the inversion or finding the complement. Complement means the complement of 1 is 0, complement of 0 is 1. So inverter is a circuit which complements the bit. Okay. Now controlled inverter means it performs the inversion under controlled situation. When a control has a particular value, it will be finding the complement of the given binary bit. If the control has some other value, it will not perform the complementation. So the circuit is named as controlled inverter. This is the circuit diagram for controlled inverter. We use exclusive OR gate because I have given the exclusive OR gate truth table here. When you see the truth table, B is the invert terminal and A is the given bit. So now when B is 0, A is 0, A exclusive or B output is 0, and when B is 0, A is 1. That is when you have odd number of ones, the output is high. So A exclusive or B is high. The next case, when B is 1 and A is 0, again it is an odd number of input variables having 1. So the output is 1. Then the last one, when B is 1 and A is 1, the output is 0. So now when you see the invert terminal, when B invert is 1, the A is complemented and sent to the output. When B input is 1, A here is 0, it is inverted and sent to the output as 1, and A here is 1, it is inverted and sent to the output as 0. So whenever B invert is 1, A is complemented and sent to the output of the exclusive OR gate. So here we are using 8 exclusive OR gates because we want to find the complement of an 8-bit number A. A has 8 bits from A0 to A7 as A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 and A7. So A is an 8-bit number. You give each bit of A to one exclusive OR gate, and other inputs of exclusive OR gates are connected and it is given the name invert. This invert is denoted as B. Whenever B is 1, A is complemented and sent to the output of the exclusive OR gate. Whenever B is 0, whatever be the value of A, that is sent to the output. If A is 0, it is sent as 0 to the output. If A is 1, the output is also 1. So whatever you have in the input, it is sent to the output as such. So whenever invert is 0, the binary number from A0 to A7 is sent to the output as A0 to A7. But whenever B invert is 1, the binary number A0 to A7 is inverted and sent to the output. So, as a concluding mark, we can say that for low invert, the outputs of the exclusive OR gates y7 dot dot up to y0 is equal to a7 dot 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 up to a0, and so y7 to y0 is equal to 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 if a7 to a0 is 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. For high invert, y7 to y0 is equal to a7 bar dot a6 bar dot a5 bar up to a0 bar, and so y7 up to y0 is equal to 1's complement of a, which is 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Thus, the controlled inverter acts as a circuit which sends the output which sends the input as such to the output when the invert is low, and which sends the complement of the input to the output when invert is high. This converter is used in the subtraction circuit. So you test yourself by constructing a half adder, full adder and an 8-bit controlled inverter. Thank you.